So let's talk about a retractable booth graphic or a retractable event graphic. This is a new one that was created, and I'm carefully cutting it open, of course. You don't want to get your X-Acto knife to ruin it. So I want to talk a little bit about retractable booth graphics, what they are, what they're for, how to use them, and all that kind of stuff. First, I have to say, there are a lot of choices out there. There are a lot of options available. You can get a lot of different graphics online nowadays and use AI to look for them or whatever. But to me, what's most important is quality. Sometimes you don't need to worry too much about quality because you're in a hurry, and you have a low budget, or things like that that make a difference, and they matter. But quality is important. Quality is important because when you go to an event or a trade show, you want to look good. You want to look sharp, okay? So first off, you want to make sure that you get a good case. They don't all come with cases, and this helps you if you're flying on an airplane or going to an event and you're walking with a retractable booth graphic. It comes in a nice carrying case. But what else is very helpful too is having a hard case. This is a soft case, a soft carrying case that this particular model comes in, and with an adjustable strap, which is nice. But they come in a hard shell too, so a hard case will really protect it. So when it's being banged around and thrown around in trucks when you're traveling or on the airplane and stuff, you want a hard case because it has foam inside of it that really protects it, so it's really well taken care of. But the reason you want quality though is that you don't want to get to the event and it doesn't work. And it happens all the time. So you might find one for $100, let's say, and you feel really good about that, and you get there and it's garbage. And it happens all the time, I'm telling you. The zippers don't work, the thing doesn't pull out, it's crooked, there's a rip, there's a tear, the components break, that sort of thing. So it's the first time I'm opening this, but I trust this vendor. I've worked with these guys for years, and they produce really good material. So usually, let's start with, make sure I have enough room here. And you always want to treat it carefully. A lot of people think, oh, if it's made well, I can beat the hell out of it. And that's not true. So this is the base, okay? And this is why they call it a retractable booth graphic, because it retracts. Think of like a shade, like a night shade, okay? So this is what it looks like up close. This is the base. It's lightweight aluminum, chrome. You can get it in different colors too, but it's lightweight aluminum, okay? And then you're gonna have a place here where you can put the stand arm, which I'll show you shortly. But this is the graphic. It retracts like this. See, and it has a piece of metal at the top to hold the graphic in place, and it retracts into the banner stand. Thus, retractable banner stand, okay? So again, you wanna treat it carefully, be real careful with it. And on the other side, there's a groove. There's a groove on the other side, which I'll show you what that's for in a second. And what you do is you're at your event, and we'll put it down here very carefully. And I always check for dents, dings, and bruises and such, and I don't see any, which is good. And then there's the poles, retractable poles. See, like this. Usually comes with plastic, which is preferable, right, to keep it taken care of. So you take the plastic off carefully, but it actually kind of goes into each other. They connect like this. So this is the extender arm, or the extender pole. See, and it goes together, and it's on a bungee cord to kind of keep it together. Sometimes these break, it happens, but again, another key component to having a good quality vendor and a good quality item is that you can always get new pieces. So if this breaks, we can get a new one, or a part breaks off of this, you can get a new one. It's not a big deal with a good vendor. You're not going to find that with a cheap, inexpensive vendor, okay? So now you have this pole. You simply put it inside here, and it literally sits. And then this here is an extender right here. It goes up and down, extends up and down, depending on how high the graphic you want. And then the top here, you see this little edge thing here. I'm going to put that inside the back groove here. Pop that right in position here. I'm going to lift this up, put my foot on it to hold it up. And then this arm extends. You're not going to see me very well right now. And then I'm going to lock it into position, like so. And there we have, it's a retractable booth graphic, okay? Now it's acting as a sail, so I have to be careful with the wind here, because it's really not meant for wind, it's meant for indoor. But I always want to check it out, open it up, make sure there's no dings or cracks or divots or whatever. Excellent quality, I'm really happy with this. The color is really nice. And this is part of a 3 series graphic, right? So we actually have, this is a part of a graphic. There's a middle graphic, and then the other side has the other side of this circular graphic. So this is a new replacement graphic for the right side. Okay, and this particular client, they sell slips and sterates, waxes, and plasticizers for the plastics industry, which is very nice. So I'm very happy with it, but I wanted to demonstrate what a retractable booth graphic is. And you know, sits on the show floor, and hey, this is what you do, and they're all very excited and happy about that, which is wonderful. Again, be careful with the wind. And then you simply, to take it down, you unlock it, and it retracts carefully. Make sure that it's lined up well. You don't want it to go down crooked, because it's just like a shade, like a window shade. And if you go in crooked, you could damage the corners. So when you're putting it back inside, you want to make sure that it goes in nice and straight so you don't damage the edges. Okay? In fact, me playing with it here is an example of that. Make sure that when you're retracting it in, you're lining it up nice and slow, and you'd say, well, why do I have to do that if it's a quality product? Because it's hardware. You're talking about plastics, metals, different things, and it retracts nicely. The pole comes out, take it apart, and put it back into the sleeve, like so. And then we take this unit very carefully so you don't scratch it, and put it back into the carrying case. Again, I'm being very careful because I'm going to be delivering this to the client. Make sure they're happy with it. Make sure everything's put away nice and neat, and make sure it's nice and clean, which it is. Zip it all up together. And again, taking care of these things so that they last longer. So just because you have a quality item doesn't mean it's supposed to last forever if you beat the heck out of it. So you want to take care of it. So there we have it, nice and clean. A simple, this one was about, was it 36 inches? I believe it was in the neighborhood of $400 to $500 or something. This quality item, and you can get them cheaper. You can actually get them more expensive too. But this is the retractable booth graphic.